want to bring awareness to an extremely serious criminal issue. I've recently found out about it thanks to two very brave journalists from CNN who are working hard to expose the crimes. So I'm sharing with you today the X account front page of an organization called Feline Guardians Without Borders that I'm going to be supporting with everything that I have from now on. And what this organization does is that it's working with Chinese activists who work hard to expose very specific Telegram groups where very, very mentally disturbed subhuman entities, I refuse to call them human, they're not human, I'm sorry. They are engaging in extreme animal torture and they are selling the videos all over the world to various other subhumans, including Westerners. I'm not going to include footage. I'm going to say I haven't been able to sleep after I saw this. I don't know if I'm ever going to sleep again. So these subhuman entities are essentially being treated like celebrities, and they have fans by other people in China who have very severe mental health problems and clearly very low IQ. This isn't a video to bring racism to China or Chinese people or Asian people, because there are Chinese activists fighting this. So I think we should stand on the side of the people who are against animal torture and they consider it a sick crime regardless of their race. I'm only going to say to those who are going to say that it's just cats, why should we care? I'm going to direct you to the biography of any serial killer of your choice, and you are going to see that all of them, no exception, started from torturing animals. And eventually the excitement from the animal's pain, and I want to vomit saying this, wasn't enough, so they move on to children, and then to women, and then to other unfortunate adults, so it could be you. So if you are okay with these entities roaming around and killing animals in unimaginable ways, like boiling them, decapitating them with a chainsaw, suffocating them, and other stuff that I was unfortunate enough to watch, but I had to see what we are dealing with, then you are also empathy and IQ deficient. These entities, these subhumans, are a threat to humanity as a whole, not just to animals. They are a ticking bomb. Now, if you do care about animals, if you are like me, if you have a cat, if you have a dog, and you want to help fight this monstrosity, here is what I suggest we should do. Because I'm a person that I'm an action taker, I'm not going to make this video for all of us to cry together, although I did cry. I'm very traumatized watching these videos, but this is so focused on action. The first thing we need to do is we have to continue exposing them. Unbelievable as it may sound, there is currently no animal abuse law, like animal welfare protection law in China. And I would like to think that this is something that maybe the Chinese government wasn't aware of. I don't believe that they say that the government knew this shameful animal abuse and did nothing. It's 2025, it's one of the most technological advanced countries. It's a matter of time until the same, even basic animal welfare laws are implemented that they exist in every civilized country. And before you say, but they eat cats and dogs, this and that, I'm not a hypocrite. I don't consider someone who eats a cow or a chicken like myself better than someone who eats a dog or a cat. But when you want to eat an animal, it has to be done in the ethical way, which means if it's, let's say, a cow, it has to have clean water, food, access to medical care, a pasture to go out and exercise and socialize with other cows. And when it's time to be slaughtered, to be done in an instant, painless death. It can be done. I've seen that. I've been to actual Western slaughterhouses. They are not good places, but there is the concept of instant death. But this subhuman filth that I'm talking about, they do not kill animals to eat them. And it's not only cats. I'm focusing on cats on this video, but apparently there are underground networks torturing puppies, monkeys, parrots, and the faces of these animals were so sad. There was so much suffering. So what you can do to help end this monstrosity? First of all, help expose, spread awareness. I didn't know about this, and I'm taking action now that I know. Other people will do the same. Share this video, share information from Feline Guardians, share any other kind of resource or video. Serpensa, the YouTuber, made a video about it, share that too. Speak up in the comments, in your social media, anywhere. Condone, like, express your disgust and your anger about animal abuse. Educate people that this is a crime, that this is a ticking bomb that is bound to escalate, so that people who only care about themselves, they need to know that. Because something that shocked me is that they started to steal pets from people as well. So no matter which country you're in right now, as long as this is continuous, you're not safe. Your pets aren't safe. They are encouraging copycats all over the world. I'm horrified. And there are idiots all over the world who think that this is a cool thing to do when you are the ultimate coward. For me, no matter what happened to you, what anger you carry, taking it out on a kitten, and you call yourself a man or a woman or a human, if anything, finding this has convinced me that we are not alone on this planet. There are some human entities, probably demonic, walking around in human skin, pretending to be human, but they are not human. You watch a kitten drown and you laugh, you are not human. And you have to be subjected to the criminal laws about your crimes. If this happened in the West, you would get 9, 10, 15 years in prison, and your wife would leave you, and your job would fire you, and you would be shunned from society. In countries with millions of people, that would be the end result of your crimes. Because there are also videos that I found, I'm not going to describe them, with sexual abuse on the animals. So if you really think that you walk around after you sexually abused dogs and cats and monkeys and God knows what else and you're a proud human, I have bad news. Now, there are Westerners who are actually buying these videos. If you are a Westerner and you did that, and your country finds out, your life is going to be over. So, educate and spread awareness and express how much against you are these crimes and how, if you ask me, these subhuman entities deserve the death penalty. They are no humans. They don't need to be a burden in society, rotting in prison for years and years, but that's just me. Second, when it comes to this kind of behavior, we have to target the source where these operations happen. Telegram. Why is Telegram even allowing these groups to exist? We have to pressure Telegram to shut them down, make it harder for the beasts to make money. I also saw that they threatened an activist. I read that on the CNN article, that they threatened an activist who posted about it. So for a minute I thought, should I post it from one of my other accounts that has no name and no face? No, I'm not ashamed. I'm not the one boiling cats. The subhuman entities that they are showing their faces on some of these videos should be ashamed. Shame on you and shame on your family who failed to raise you. There are even Chinese women among them. I could not believe this. If you are a Chinese woman and you are watching me, please help us. Help feline guardians, give information, help identify these individuals, and start rioting and protesting. You should go to the Chinese embassy of your country, organize with the feline guardians in your country, and protest and pressure for the law to change, and those crimes to become crimes punishable by the law too, because they are crimes, and this is no question here. And this is not going to stop until all of this human filth is being sent to prison where they belong. I don't know what can go so wrong on a human's raising that they stop being human and they become this. Is this a joke? Torturing an animal is fun and profit? Aren't you ashamed of embarrassing your country? This is what you want Westerners to think of China? I'm shocked. If you are a Chinese person watching this, stop them right now. They're bringing shame to your country. You have 5,000 years of civilization to have these subhuman entities that their idea of fun and being a celebrity is drowning an animal? Chinese people should be the first to bring you to justice, you criminals. But it's okay. Because from now on, we are watching you too. And if you even think of sending me death threats, I'm only going to say, I've been on the internet for some time. I get threats multiple times per year. I was afraid sometimes, but if you drown kittens, I'm not afraid of you. You are so beneath every human being on the planet. You are not human. And you are going to be found out and exposed. And I want to suggest one final thing. I suggest that after the Chinese criminals have been identified, or Asian criminals, or anyone who is engaging in this, you should be banned from traveling to any Western country. if you are raping animals, because that's what it is, if you are drowning animals, you shouldn't be allowed to travel in the West, you shouldn't be allowed to marry in the West, you shouldn't be allowed to do anything in the West. We don't want you in the West. In a similar way that no civilized country wants a child molester or a child rapist, we don't want animal rapists either, and your country shouldn't want you either. You should be in prison. So to the entities who were stupid enough to show their faces, we have kept all of your faces. We know how you look. Can you believe that some of them, that they are so stupid that they actually posted videos proudly posing next to the animal they just tortured? Your face is here now. It's a matter of time until you're found out. Your days are numbered. CNN said the secret war against animal lovers and animal deleters. There's no such thing as an animal deleter. The war is against human versus beasts. That's what it is. You're a beast. And I'm going to tell you, because many people said, oh, they get away with it. I'm going to close the video by telling you something my grandmother told me. She said, you can only run from evil for so much, for a specific amount of time. Eventually, your own evilness is going to catch up to you. And I have been fortunate enough to meet 2 or 3 people in my life who were incredibly evil. And all of them got flesh-eating forms of cancer and other humiliating diseases. Especially one of them. He died in a pool of his own piss and vomit inside the retirement home when his family let him to rot after he abused them all of their lives. And he was also an animal abuser. So keep deluding yourself that you're going to escape with what you do. How can you even sleep at night after seeing this animal's eyes when you drowned it? It's coming for you. It's coming from you. The curses from the people and the curses from the animals who cursed you with the last breath is going to catch up to you. So when you inevitably get cancer if you don't die in prison, you should know it's because of your crimes. So if you want to help me, please share this video, share any other resource to expose this crime, and let's fight. We have to fight before this cancer spreads from China, from the copycats all over the world. It has to be contained and it has to be dealt with while these filthy groups are still small. And really that CNN article was your downfall because it brought one of the craziest people on the planet against you, me. I'm not afraid of someone who needs to drown a kid and to feel something, subhuman filth.